Hello students. In this lecture I am going to explain you the another method of demodulation of FM waves, that is phase locked loop method. Earlier we have taken the zero crossing detection method of demodulation of FM waves. So that was the number A, and in number B we are going to study FM demodulation using PLL, that is the abbreviation of phase locked loop. Now, before understanding the phase locked loop, we must understand what do you mean by phase. What is phase we have to understand first. What is phase angle? Phase angle is measured in degrees, that is 0 degree to 360 degree when we draw sinusoidal or cosine wave in time domain diagram. Okay, so here in this diagram what we are watching, that the indication of 0 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree, these are phase angle for a single sinusoidal wave, for a particular one sinusoidal wave. And what is phase difference? Phase difference is always taken between two waves. Okay. So here we are able to watch that there are two sinusoidal waves. This sinusoidal wave is having time period of this much. From here, this is the time period. This is the time period of sinusoidal 1, and here what we are watching, that this second sinusoidal wave is having somehow larger time period, because at this vertical line, this is y-axis line, at this vertical line it is not originating from 0. Okay, maybe they are ending at the same point, but here they are not originating at 0. Okay, so it means it should have some more time to start, it needs, and that's why the second wave is having more time period. It means that the second wave frequency is lesser than this earlier one. Means what we are watching, that in this diagram there are two sinusoidal waves. The earlier one is having higher frequency compared to the second one. And whenever there is a frequency difference, since the phase angle definition is theta is equal to 2 pi ft, so f frequency, if it is changing, then definitely there will be a change in phase, and that's why what we are watching, that the earlier one is starting at 0 degree, while this is not 0 degree for the second one. 0 degree should be here before this y-axis line. Okay, so there is a phase difference. How can we measure this phase difference? In this complete time domain diagram, we should take 2 points where they are exactly vertical line axis. They are lying in the vertical axis. Now what we are doing, at 180 degree of the first sine wave, we are drawing a vertical line which is crossing the second sine wave here. Okay, and the 180 degree of second point, this is the 180 degree angle for the second sinusoidal wave. Here also we are drawing one vertical line which is crossing the earlier sine wave here. Got my point? What we have done here, we have drawn two vertical lines at 180 degree angle of each sinusoidal wave. This is 180 degree angle for the first sinusoidal wave, and this is second 180 degree for the second sinusoidal wave. So at both the 180 degree angle of both the sine waves, we have marked vertical lines, and what we are able to watch, that there is a phase angle difference, because this point is 180 degree for first sinusoidal wave and this point is 180 degree for the second sinusoidal wave, but both are not lying in the same vertical line. So this gap is known as phase difference. Okay. The phase difference can occur in both waves which are having the same frequencies also. If this wave frequency and this wave frequency is same, but it is starting, the second one is starting earlier, then also we will receive phase difference. Okay. But when both the sine waves having the constant frequency, same frequency, at that time the phase difference will be of same value for overall waves. Okay. And if the frequency are different for both the waves, then this phase difference may not be same. Maybe here this is the phase difference phi 1, and at another point, at this point, maybe the phase difference may be phi 2 also. Okay, having some different value. So I think now you have understood the meaning of phase difference. Now this phase difference between two cycles have been detected by a phase detector, which is used in phase locked loop circuit. Now to visualize that, we have to take the diagram of block diagram of phase locked loop. Now here you are able to watch the block diagram of phase locked loop. The working we have to understand how it works. PLL, phase locked loop, operates on the principle that if the feedback signal is not equal to input signal. Now what is the concept of feedback signal? If you will watch this diagram clearly, then here you will able to watch that it is actually a feedback circuit. It is a closed loop diagram. What is closed loop diagram? If the part of output signal is fed back to the input signal and it is compared with the input signal, then this is known as feedback signal or closed loop signal. Again I am repeating, this is a closed loop. You are watching like that there is a loop, closed path, and why it is known as feedback? This is the output line. This is the output line from where we are taking the output. So if we are taking the part of output signal and through some circuitry, if we are feeding back to the input side, and here this is a circuit of multiplier, and here what we are doing, this is acting as a phase detector. This block is acting as a phase detector. Phase detector means to this block there are two inputs. One is frequency modulated input signal and another is the feedback signal from the output side. So if both the signals are having phase difference, so that error, that difference will be the output of this phase detector. Understood? So what is this closed loop? This closed loop is a feedback signal, and since we are detecting, we are comparing the two signals at the phase detector. Number one signal is frequency modulated signal and number two signal is feedback signal. So when we say comparison, comparison means the value of first signal is subtracted by the value of another signal. So it means that the frequency in modulated signal is entering in this phase detector as it is, while the second signal is entering in the phase detector with a negative sign or with a phase opposition. Okay, so here we can put a plus sign mark and here we can put a minus sign mark. Suppose I say this is a signal A, this is a signal B. So this will perform, the phase detector will perform the subtraction of A minus B, and the A minus B, that difference will be the error or phase difference of this phase detector. Okay, so I think now you are able to understand that how this basic block diagram of phase log loop is a negative feedback diagram. Okay, now we have to understand the working. So how it works? It works on the principle that if a feedback signal is not equal to the input signal, the error signal will change the value of feedback signal until it is equal to input signal. Now again, let us watch the diagram. Here, since you are watching that the signals are connected to each other in a closed loop and it is working continuously. So just start from this value A and this value B. If they are of same value, then A minus B will become 0. And for this 0 signal, this low pass filter will provide only a DC signal of 0 volt. Okay, because the input is 0. But if what we are considering at that time, this feedback signal is same. Okay, now if this frequency modulated signal, as we know that its frequency is continuously varying. So earlier in case 1 we have assumed that the frequency of this signal is having the same phase with the output of this block, which is known as voltage controlled oscillator. If both the frequency are same and phase is same, then error is 0. But since we know this frequency modulated signal is having varying frequency nature, so immediately or any instant if frequency is changed, so at the next instant this will have the separate frequency and this voltage controlled oscillator VCO output is having the separate frequency. So there will be a phase difference which will cause an error at the output of phase detector here, and due to that voltage, due to that error signal, now this low pass filter will able to detect low amplitude AC signal. Okay, now since this VCO is receiving the different input voltage from the case 1, and we know that what is VCO, voltage controlled oscillator. I am correcting my words. If the error signal to the LPF is having some genuine value, then this low pass filter will generate some different value from 0 volt, and that will be a value of lower magnitude. And as this VCO is getting the lower magnitude, earlier it was 0 but now it is getting some magnitude. So what it will, as we know, voltage controlled oscillator generates sine wave which can vary according to the input voltage to the VCO. So if the VCO is increased with some magnitude, then the frequency of this sine wave will vary. Okay, now B is varied. Okay, now here since it is FM, the instantaneous value of frequency modulated signal is continuous varying, and this is also varied. So up to the point when they are having the difference, A and B are having the difference, up to that point this output of phase detector will generate a difference signal, error signal, and according to the error signal, this low pass filter will generate the AC signal, which will actually the message signal. As we know that in actual, if the modulating signal, message signal is having lower frequency, lower magnitude, again I am correcting, if the modulating signal is having lower magnitude, then frequency modulated signal is having lower frequency. And if the magnitude of the message signal is having higher amplitude, then frequency modulated signal is having higher frequency. And that's why the difference between the frequencies or the phase will be able to generate the replica of message signal, and the output of the low pass filter is actually the demodulated message signal. In this way, I am ending.